watching like 3 things at once, and they're all different.
Okay, it looks like it's starting now.
Yeah, here we go. We have started.
Hey, I'm endorsing a new cola, kids. And this
So this is basically the intro cutscene. It's 40-second long, not skippable. You just have to wait a little bit. And once we get past that, we'll explain lots of the missions and strats throughout this run.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola. Piece of cake. Cake.
It seems like spam stream froze.
Yeah, seems like that to me as well. But this is on Mango's side. We have just a simple tutorial mission. Pretty difficult to fail this.
Congratulations, Homer. Mission complete. Go back home and...
Just talk to Apu, get some ice cream, and now we're on to the quote-unquote real first mission of this game.
It was worse than the stream crashing. It was his computer crashing.
His computer crashed?
Yeah, I guess so.
Should we tell Mango? Or like try it? Is this the early on? Should we like organize a restart or what?
King of the world.
Oh my God.
Metal skull. Sweet. Hey, I found my lost nachos. Watch it, buddy. What's next? Flanders cooler. I gave it to Barney. Looks harder than it is.
What the heck were you...
Oh, I wanted a peanut. Wow, this car sure can take a beating.
This is one weird place.
Woohoo! Almost done. Now I need Flanders' stupid picture of a stupid family. I didn't do it. Okay, last one. Where did I leave Rod's stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck.
Yeah, we seem to be Spam seems to be having some very sizable technical difficulties, and we're just trying to work out what can be done at this point. So
I'm still not even sure if Mango knows about Spam's crash.
yeah, I would assume he doesn't have his chat open, or he would have known by now. Wait.
A dog with a saddle. Flanders, look! Everyone sucks but me.
Where's the... Oh, here we go.
Homer, you're...
I was just about to find out the schedule, and the bot pops it up straight away for me. How handy is that? Wait, so we have something straight... Do we have anything on straight after this on this channel? Doesn't look like it. We don't have anything else on this channel for another hour or so after this is done, so we can keep going if Spam needs the time to reset his computer and get everything going again.
Barney, can I... Let's do this thing! Must never run again! Oh, now I have a wedgie! Where's the drive, dumbass? That hurt.
Mr. Burns will lash me for this for sure.
Vengeance will be mine.
That is no way to behave.
I'm a little mean.
My convertible! I just what?
How can I... Piece of cake. Hey. Ha ha! Stupid like a fox. Marge will clean this mess up later. Wow, I need a disco nap. If you're so smart, how come I broke you? Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing. Not like anyone likes these things. Ha ha! Stupid like a fox. Chest pain! Having chest pain! Marge will clean this mess up later. If you're so smart, how come I broke you? Must never finally in your face!
Cartoon creator incarcerated in a Peruvian jail. In other news, local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras throughout the town. We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby is fielding questions from an angry mob.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
It's crashing! Sweet! Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet. Bart did it. I blame society. Go! Eat my dust!
Despite our best efforts, it doesn't actually seem like we're able to get through to Mango right now, or he would have stopped his run by this point. So I'm not entirely sure what our options are.
No! I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. Let's do this thing!
There we go. Mango has apparently at least now noticed we exist. Hello, Mango. Also, I think it says quite a lot about my laptop that the best way for me to get a low latency stream is to watch it on my phone. Uh,
Do you know where my family lives?
So welcome to another race of the Simpsons Hero Story Mission Tournament. This is totally the first take.
Yep, nothing totally went wrong last time. Not at all.
And we are off for the first attempt.
Cola, kids.
Oh, I won't make that joke anymore.
Anybody
That we know of.
new and improved Buzz Cola is made from only
Yep,
the
once
finest
again we have
ingredient.
the unskippable cutscene.
There's a special
40 seconds.
ingredient, too hot for the FDA. It'll give you the get up and go you need to do all the pathetic stuff you have to do. Try new improved Buzz Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola.
Is Spam running RTA?
Let's do this thing! Woohoo! Alright!
Looks like Mango loves that horn.
Kappa Pride.
Hey, Apu.
Congratulations, Homer. Mission complete. Go back home and...
Homie, leave.
Piece of cake. Okay. I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
So his first mission is SMRT. You are racing to the school against Principal Skinner. Very straightforward. It's very hard to fail it first time.
And the first time of many, we'll see the runners put their car in a specific spot and then reset to move them somewhere else.
Nothing lasts forever.
Uh-oh. I see green, now I see nothing, and now I'm worried again.
I am so smart.
Oh,
I am so
wait,
smart.
what the hell? Something's definitely going wrong on Spam's end. Be it computer issues or game issues or something of that nature.
Homer, go.
It's crashing time.
Yeah, something's definitely still going wrong for Spam right now.
Take that.
I'm not afraid to die.
What's next? Find his cooler. I gave it to Barney. Oh, I think I broke something. Maybe I should just stay down. Flanders' stupid picture of a stupid family.
Darren, just throwing at him.
Move it! Okay, last one. Now where did I leave Rod's stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck. USA! USA! Now to return this stuff before the cops find me sitting around talking to myself.
So to continue commentary, Mango right now is finishing up Eddie Fat Homer. He's been collecting a couple items that Homer has stolen from Flanders, basically.
Borrowed from Flanders.
As is borrowed.
Yeah. Although why he borrowed Rod's asthma pump, I will never know.
I love to sit.
Homer, you're...
Let's roll.
But this mission is office spaced, I believe. My brain is in a bit of a... to be honest, I'm still expecting Spam's PC to crash again. But here we have Lenny's... Well, it's called Lenny Skip, but you don't skip Lenny, so... you push Lenny towards Barney, because you have to talk to Barney anyway to buy the Plow King. And we're going to not use the Plow King to wreck Smithers Day.
Yeah, Plow King may be very strong, but it's very slow, so we just use traffic cars for the mission.
Possessions are fleeting. Learn to drive, you dumbass.
And this upcoming strat is Smithers strat, where we'll see Mango try and get Smithers stuck in a specific spot to finish the mission early. And let's see if he gets it.
Yeah, there we go.
Definitely gets it.
Watch it, I almost spilled my sundae. Eat my dust. Learn to drive, dumbass.
Ugh, my convertible. I just...
How can I... Let's do this thing! It's not like anyone likes these things. Ha-ha! Stupid like a fox! Just paint! Just paint! Marge will clean this mess up later.
Yeah, so mission Mango's here right now is Blind Big Brother. You destroy a couple power couplings. Pretty straightforward. Probably one of the easiest missions in the game.
Wow, I need a disco nap. Not like anyone likes these things. Ha-ha! Stupid like a fox! Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing!
In level 1, the timed missions are very difficult to fail because the game is introducing you to each different type of mission and wants to allow the player to get a feel for how the controls work, how the game works, and how each different type of mission is supposed to be done.
The famous bearded cartoon creator incarcerated in a Peruvian jail. In other news, local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras throughout the town. We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby is fielding questions from an angry mob.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
Looks like Spam failed to get Smithers strat right there.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
Piece of cake. It's crashing time.
So on Mango's side, as you may notice, he restarted the mission there because it's faster than going outside and entering the car that way.
Especially considering with this game, the PC version of this game has the capability of a load remover, and by removing the loads, restarting the mission that time when you're in the loading screen after restarting the mission doesn't count towards your actual total time, and as a result it's faster. If you're running RTA like I have to, because I'm a noob and I run on console because my laptop is trash, then it's maybe faster. I haven't actually done that much testing. That's the other alternative, is just running outside and doing it normally.
Watch it. Please don't sue. Woohoo! Look out!
So here, Mango will get out of his car to try to get some wasps, since they give you coins and you'll need them later on. But he's also making sure he doesn't fail the mission here. And he does not.
Oh, that was too easy.
And he does this because the game only allows him to get 2 wasps per level if you're not kicking them. So if you're either double jump stomping them or hitting them with your hitbox whilst driving, you can only get 2 without either switching levels or main menu warping, which we may see a little bit later on. So he kicks them. However, I believe this is different. I believe this is a difference. On console, you get 3 rather than 2. So driving over rather than parking your car and just kicking them is actually more consistent to getting at least one of them. And a thing with the early levels, I believe it's just level 1 and 2, cars you follow actually rubber band. If you are way ahead or way behind them, they'll slow down, and then obviously they'll be faster if you're right with them. And what we've just seen here is an invisible drop. So he's hit the truck to get 10 crates of Bone Storm games, but sometimes the one he hit but missed will despawn, and sometimes it won't. This time it didn't, so despite it not being there on the map, it's still on the mini-map, and therefore he can go and get it.
Look away, people. Nothing to say. If only.
We're number one. We're number one.
So here, Mango is going to be going to the phone booth to select the family sedan. So when he warps over here, it's Fat and Furious, he's able to skip the camera pan in there. And here we have the power plant skip, formerly known as the Carl skip, where we skip a huge amount of this mission by just driving through the power plant, which we're not supposed to. And we are able to finish level 1 really, really fast because of that.
And the way this used to be done is you used to have to drive into Carl and get him to the point where there's a wall that the game puts in there, so you can't just drive and cut. You drive Carl to that point by essentially just running him over, and then talk to him and do it that way. But now we know you can just reverse, and it resets you the other side. Now the reason we don't use a traffic car is the hitbox behind the hitbox for the traffic cars isn't long enough to do that trick, because from what I believe is there's not enough of the car behind Homer, so to make the trick work. And we have to select the family sedan from the phone booth, because the only way to do that otherwise would be to main menu warp. If we don't main menu warp or select the family sedan from the phone booth there, and we just select Fat and Furious straight away, it puts us into the Plow King, which we do not want to do because that thing is slow. Anyway, we've just seen Mango start level 2, escape Skinner nice and easily, Run over Jimbo,
Only gonna get
like a good person.
no problemo.
And now we start this next mission.
Time to lay some rubber
Do you want to
down.
explain?
So yeah, this one is weapons of mass delinquency. We basically go around collecting fireworks, and then at the end we escape Wiggum, who's chasing us for getting the fireworks.
I'd be in better shape.
And as you may have noticed, we got another traffic card because
Whoa,
the sports car and the taxi traffic vehicles are faster than the auto roller, just slightly faster. And this is basically like the last level where traffic cars can actually be faster than the main vehicle you get at the start of the level.
Sorry, Bob.
Is the sport? I believe the sports car might be faster than the Malibu's Tasty car, but I might be talking out of my butt when I say that.
Speed ahead.
I don't remember.
It's something that
exactly.
I think I've heard someone say previously, but I'm not entirely sure. And I know that the sports car isn't in level 4, so there's no, so it's not in the conversation of being faster than the Canyonario anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we do use a sports car or a taxi because it's faster than the honor roller. The sports car being fastest of all.
No problemo.
Collect some fireworks.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, in level 3, the sports car is maybe around equal speed-ish. I'm not sure as to like the Malibu Stacy car. I don't remember exactly. But it's like really close. So up here, after getting this third firework here, we will escape Wiggum by going through the sit and rotate area. Sometimes he is able to turn around really quickly and chase you anyways.
Hey, jump.
But most of the time he will just turn around, he'll just drive straight at you, not turn around in time where you can escape. So we can start this mission.
Careful, I bruise easily. Oops.
And this is a boxer dually. You race a nerd to the Java shop. I don't remember what it's called, but you just race there, and it's really simple and easy. So sometimes if you get wrecked by traffic, sometimes.
Yeah. So what? So you're racing this nerd car, and it's actually faster than you. But as a result of that, the game compensates by making its AI not fantastic, and the AI is programmed to crash. We almost didn't see that from Mango there until the nerd car crashed right at the end. So he managed to. He got a little bit lucky with that one.
Simpson at your
He got in a sports car, which some people don't do. Some people do actually do a main mission warp here, a main menu warp rather here,
I didn't do it.
to reset the wasps, but he didn't get a mini in the early parts of this level, so he doesn't need to, meaning he can do this mission in the sports car. And since, obviously, as I said earlier, the cars you follow in the first 2 levels rubber band, if you're in a faster car, they will therefore also be faster, and this speeds up the first part of this mission by a little bit.
Woo, nice one.
So in this mission for Barton Frink, at the start you chase a pizza van.
And he got a good cycle. Hold on. He got a good cycle here.
Yeah. For some reason, this mission,
Right.
the black van can actually get stuck in the trading yard by just going to the right here. Mango didn't have it get stuck, but if he went the short way towards that area, it might have gotten stuck.
Yeah, I think it's because from what I know, I think it's because it has to go through a series of checkpoints, and the checkpoint that it has to go through on that little 4-way corner isn't directly where those 2 paths meet. It's closer to the car wash, and if the van goes the other way, goes straight on rather than turning right and going over the road with the potholes, it misses that checkpoint and gets really confused, which is why it then decides to try and turn around and it gets stuck.
And so here, Mango will be doing a car reset here. It's a little bit faster than going around the whole highway. It definitely puts you little ways ahead of Snake's car, which makes the race a little bit easier. And we will see other examples of faster car resets later on in other places.
Now to find a satellite dish. Has those in
Yeah,
he doesn't
these-
main menu warp here because he's not in the honor roller for this mission anyway.
Hey there, Mr.
Makes sense.
Fine by me.
He might do another one after this mission as well. But here we have. What's the name of this mission again? Better Than Beef?
Yeah, Better Than Beef.
The amount of times I've played this game, I shouldn't be forgetting the names of the missions.
It looks like Spam is struggling a little bit trying to escape Wiggum in 2-2.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we have a strat where, with escaping Skinner at the start of this mission, if you go into the DMV, which is just before the end of the mission, you automatically escape. But that escape plan doesn't. But there's nothing that he can do in that vein in this mission, so he has to just evade him normally. And he actually used the strat that we use deliberately a little bit later on in the run.
Yeah, and in the DMV strat you mentioned earlier, that is also used later on in level 4.
Yeah, it's used in a slightly different place, but that thought is used.
And
Mando is having some troubles.
Yeah.
This train is not playing ball.
Yeah, that is the beauty of this game's physics sometimes.
Yeah, because this game hates, but it tries as hard as it can to avoid cars going onto their roofs. And as such, rather than having the Cletus's truck go onto its roof and essentially just roll over the other way, it just let him stay stuck until the train moved and he got a big proxy FPS boost, whatever you want to call it.
So here, Mangle will try to go through that Krusty Burger parking lot to escape Apu fast, and he manages to get it.
So glad to be of service. Krusty Burger. Oh yeah, I totally rule.
And as I said, he does do another main menu up here to give more. So he has 2 more potential wasps he can get through his car. We call them freebies, even though they're wasps, because the English, because grammar, hooray. He'll have 2 more freebies for this mission, which he'll be doing in the Mr. Plow. And he's about to buy that from his own dad.
I need your
Yeah, and then the Mr. Prow here that we buy specifically for this mission will also be used in the next mission, which is a destruction heavy mission. And the freebies you mentioned here will definitely become prominent since there are many that are around specifically in this area that you drive around to collect the monkeys. There's about maybe around 5 that you could potentially get.
I want to say it's more than that. If you haven't got any, if you didn't get any in any of the earlier missions, you just got the boxes and didn't get the freebies, I want to say there are maybe closer to 8 or 9.
Yeah, probably around that.
Because he's just got 2 out of 2. There's one coming up here, and there are at least 3 or 4 coming up in a minute. And their own little respective cubby holds. So this jump's super finicky. It's quite difficult to get the exact pace right of that jump so that you land, so you get up there, because I've been too slow more than once, and it's shameful. But if you go too fast, and which is quite easy to do, you don't get the box and you miss out on 30 plus coins, which is never fun. Especially when, granted, this is a tournament race, so Mango will probably be getting more coins than he maybe needs, but in an actual run, you'd be trying to cut it as fine as you can, and missing out on 30 like that is quite detrimental.
My ovaries. Oh, awesome, man. That was the best ride ever.
It's also good to point out that hit and run is kind of easy to get in this mission, since most of the time you'll hit lots of things, trying to get all the monkeys and wasps.
Just give me a second to catch my breath.
Welcome.
Perfection. Thy name is Bart. Here's your last. You got it. Oh yeah, baby, bring it on. Hope that was expensive.
So here, this mission that Mango's doing is Sellout. It's the last mission, level 2. We have to destroy 4 cell phone cars, and lots of them are they are kind of hard to get consistently to destroy. So that was the first one. You just crash it along the walls there. Mango somewhat gets partway through the second car.
Well, that was a good combo, and here we are. The issue with this mission is because they spawn in consistent locations. If you don't get a strat exactly right, you may miss out on being in the right place for when the next car spawns. Especially this one. If you mess up this one, being in the right place for the next car is very difficult.
Yeah, and then your position can also get messed up by all the traffic. That could probably block your way to the car.
So Mango's gonna miss this one now.
Yeah, just that one's a big example there.
Alright! I should do that more often. Hope that didn't break my memory card.
I don't know if it's been mentioned yet, but we can technically manipulate the traffic by flicking our cameras back and forth, so that some that are in front of you can despawn, and then others can spawn in front.
Yeah, we hadn't mentioned that yet, and that's because the game doesn't store the memory of the cars if they're not in the camera pan. So by flicking the camera back, the game essentially forgets that they're there. You flick it back, and it reloads the spawn. And we're about to see a cutscene skip here. And Mango gets it. These are really difficult on PC. So what we just did is there are cutscenes in this game that happened at the end after 3 different levels. Obviously cutscenes, they explain the story, but we can skip them because the game accepts that the mission is over, and there's one frame, at least with the first cutscene, there's one frame where the cutscene, before the cutscene starts, but after the game accepts the mission is over, where you can open the main menu and you can start the next mission, which is in the next level, and therefore the cutscene doesn't get watched. We'll do that twice more throughout the run.
Yeah, we'll do those 2 others at the end of level 5 and level 6.
And the level 5 one is the worst one to miss because that cutscene's almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's around like 240. I think the best one to miss is probably part 2, since that one's the shortest. Around like 40 seconds ish. But as we mentioned with cutscene skips, you have about 1 to 2 frames, depending on which cutscene you're skipping, at least on PC, to skip them. On console,
the frames
it's a
might
lot
be
more.
this. Is it more frames?
I think so. I think it's easier to get on console, from what I can remember.
I mean, I know on console that Apu, that the spoilers, that the second and third cutscene skips are absolutely free. They're almost impossible. They're basically impossible to fail. But from what I understand, it is 1 frame, 2 frames, 2 frames. It's just a lot easier because obviously you have far fewer frames on console. So on PC, this game is by design unlimited in how many frames it gives you. So what we have is something called the Lucas Mod Launcher, which allows us to limit frames, and most people have the limits at around 120 to 140 in that region somewhere, depending on the quality of their PC and how brave they want to be. Because this game has questionable physics when it wants to, and having FPS as high as 140 when you have one of those questionable moments makes the entire game just a little bit weird when you're in one of those moments.
Yeah, and those physics issues are definitely noticeable in Mode 4, because the vehicle you drive, which is the Canyon Arrow, has probably like one of the worst physics of all the cars.
It's very tall, and it's very easy to just fall on its side. And as I said, because this game hates to have cars go onto their roofs, but the Canyon Arrow loves to go on its side and loves to try and flip over, it just goes everywhere, and it's not fun. Is he kicking Milhouse? Yes! The run is valid. So this mission sucks. I was going to say this outright. This mission sucks. This place is called Bonfire of the Manatees, and the idea is to get Cletus stuck. I am terrible at this mission. But Mango is having Cletus bash this pickup truck, and if he doesn't have Cletus not want to play ball... Oh no, I jinxed it! No!
Yeah, some of the traffic spawns there can really screw you over.
The traffic was not fun. He's going to try it again, and he gets it this time.
That was pretty cool. But Bart's still missing, and I'm no closer to finding him.
Perhaps you should consult Professor Frink at the observatory. He seems to know everything, except why I ever came to this jerk Waterberg.
So as we see here, Mango is gonna buy the cool costume. So
for a mission coming up in a minute.
Yeah, we needed to buy 2 vehicles in the previous levels, but we also have to buy costumes for some of the missions as well.
I should have paid more attention.
And here we will see Mango going to get the school bus for this next mission. Looks like Spam missed the cutscene skip there.
Yeah, that's a real shame. It is, I think, it is a 1 frame trick, so it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. And Mango is having some trouble with the school bus physics.
The time for action is now.
So you drive over some rocks to get some coins in the school bus, and sometimes it just gets stuck.
So here for Operation Hellfish, we will destroy 3 sedans, and they all have a specific strat. there, we were able to get stuck behind like a little part of like a tree.
Oh, Mom! Just a few more. Ow! Oh no! Watch where you're going!
And Mango was able to somewhat get the second car. He gets out at the very end, but he's damaged enough to just take one more hit.
Ow, my hair!
Or another hit, I guess.
Thank goodness for seatbelts. Kid power! I'm gonna have to
So your Mango resets the bus here in order to consistently get the sedan stuck in this little section here. We'll see it again in the last mission of this level.
I go, girl.
And in an ideal world, you actually hit the final sedan and push it into the wall before it falls down, and it does a massive amount of damage. It didn't quite happen to Mango there, but that's still a very good mission.
Excuse me.
So here, this is the mission where the cool costume comes into play.
Do this thing.
We basically chase where we follow Snake and collect evidence. Pretty straightforward, except for the last drop. It's kind of varied. It can drop really early, or it can drop really late. And if it drops really late, you lose a lot of time because it's after a jump, where you have to go all the way around after that jump.
What's a big idea?
Yeah, it loses, I believe, in excess of 20 seconds if you don't get a good drop.
Running over an elderly person without a license.
And I believe that staying behind Snake a fair way is more likely to makes it more likely he'll drop it fairly early. But I don't know how much consistency there actually is in that, or whether it's just confirmation bias.
And sometimes the drop can go all the way like near around the turn near the observatory, which
Yeah, it can go as late as that.
lot
I've had it
worse.
happen before. It's not fun.
And
Oh yeah, I got my mojo working now. Can you please, Chief Wiggin, Lisa Simpson at your service.
So here for Fishy Deals, we will collect 22 fish for the sea captain. There's not really much here. It's just collecting.
Plenty of good living here.
We're gonna see now if
Served with tartar sauce.
Spam's gonna do a fairly new. Yeah, there you go.
For the wild.
So if you look at Spam, what he's about to do is get coins in this room here that we get later on. This is a fairly new addition to the coin route. We never used to get these, but it turned out that this was faster and gave us more coins than any previous methods of getting the same number of coins earlier on in the game, such as going onto the school roof in SMRT or going onto the school roof in a mission that we'll see a little bit later.
Yeah, and then that room is definitely prominent, and it plays a really big role in other categories, particularly 100%, but it's only in level 6, since you can perform coin grinding there.
Your freedom, my cold-blooded.
Well, it isn't that we can't do coin grinding there in level 3, it's mainly just that it's excessively inconvenient.
Yeah, that's right. The closest one is for mission 6 and 7 for this level, and those are still a little bit ways away.
Hello, Springfield.
So here, Mingo
And
Star, Old Man.
Spam gets bonfire, which is good.
Here, so here
We'll save
Mango
a tiny bit
will
of
try and
time
get
to go there.
the
My hair.
Mango will try and get the limo strat where he gets it stuck and kills it easily. And looks like, yep, he gets it.
There we go. Got a nice quick limo, and he'll be able to go to the sea captain and talk to him straight away before continuing on his merry way.
So here, normally to get onto the Sea Spanker, you do go through a shortcut. But we found out we could jump onto the ship with these light poles here. So we were able to jump onto it and get on there a lot easier and faster.
I mean, to be fair, you say we found out. I've been doing that ever since I was ever since I first played this game. Because I didn't actually know about the shortcut, about the quote-unquote intended way to do this. I never knew about that until I'd played this game for like 3 years.
Yeah, I guess we were opposites then.
But that is, the way Mango does it, there's a second lamppost, 2 or 3 lampposts along that's a little bit more consistent because it's slightly lower and it's a couple of easier jumps. But we're on to level 4 now. Nope. And we're already seeing some Canyonero shenanigans. Is he going to do old way or new way? Neither, because he crashed into a tree.
Yeah, so there we would have either... Okay, wait. It looks like he's doing a slight backup.
He's using the old strat as a backup.
Yeah, this was the old strat we did, but recently we were able to do a similar strat to similar set that's like a bonfire, where we get stuck near one of the buildings. It's a lot faster than the backup Mango's doing right now. Okay, so here for Marge's level, normally in the last level we bought a vehicle and a costume, but here we actually have to buy 2 costumes and no vehicles. So this is the first costume we'll buy, which is the inmate, which will be for the 3rd mission.
And he'll main menu warp, which I don't actually think I've seen that many people do the main menu warp there. But he's now gonna get a chance, another couple of wasps over the next couple of levels. Unfortunately, he didn't get that wasp there because the wasp didn't move in, but he'll get another chance. He'll get another couple of chances for it.
Yeah, that wasp there is kind of tricky to get sometimes if it doesn't move out. And so in this mission we just follow Cletus and collect items. And along the way we'll collect a lot of coins. And sometimes he gets far enough that it'll be hard to catch up.
Because despite being a big old heavy truck, he drives pretty darn quick.
So it's also best to note that the Cletus truck kind of has similar physics to Canyonero, and we'll see that in the next mission because we will be in the first car with in Cletus' truck.
We've already seen that Mango isn't having the best of luck with Cletus' truck in this run, and it isn't the best car. It's not as bad as the Canyonero in terms of its physics, but it's definitely not great by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, it's like here the truck is going really fast, but when we actually start to get to drive it, it's a lot slower.
Repo guys aren't gonna like that. I won? I'm sorry.
So now we'll be starting up. So Mango will be starting up the next mission, Catch Up Logic,
I'll do my
where,
best.
as I said, we are in the force car, and this is the mission we use the inmate for. We collect ketchup packets, and the last one is kind of tricky to get because it's at a jump where you have a chance of getting past that jump, and other times you'll get blocked by a spinning wheel.
Enjoy that.
And sometimes, depending on your time, you might end up failing the mission because of that.
And some will say luckily, some will say unfortunately. This is, I think, the last time we see Cletus in this round.
Very good.
I think we technically come across him in level 7, but that's for like a very minor thing.
Yeah. Well, he has a voice line, but I don't think we ever actually interact with him.
I wish I had some really big tires like I saw on the TV ones. Oh, I could have made a good septic system out of that.
Oh, I just had that painted.
Oh, dog dang it.
My bad.
As we see here, Mango gets that freebie. There's 2 on that board, and usually you get 1 during this mission.
Yeah,
And
you get
if
the
you
left
need
one
to-
during this one because it's, I believe, it's more consistent, and then you get the other one during the final mission of this level.
He manages to make that jump and get the last item, not getting blocked by the Gamden Wheel of Fortune, as some people like to call it.
Watch the dang road.
Ow, my tushy. Woo. See you later, slowpoke.
So yeah, there at the end of the mission, you have to escape a black sedan, but it's pretty easy to escape it most of the time,
It was an accident.
especially with
Now about
Mark in charge.
It looks like Mango is going for the Malibu Stacy. It looks like that. It looks like it. I think it was just posted a little bit ago.
Mango's now officially my best friend.
Yeah, I think just a while ago, Liquid Wi-Fi, he brought up that you save about 10 seconds by getting the Malibu Stacy car at the end of 4-3. So you use this for this mission, Return the New Dead, and then the next one will Store My Pills. And it was just like about an hour or 2 ago when he posted that on the Simpsons Discord.
Thing is, yeah, I used to do this, and everyone thought I was a madman. And now it turns out that because Liquid says it's a good idea, it's the brand new perfect strat. And whilst I'm not trying not to sound salty, this is definitely a thing that I can laugh at because it's great. I love being able to use the Malibu Stacy in this level, especially since as an NPC driver, Lisa has some amazing voice lines.
I should pay more attention.
Like, one of the best ones I've ever heard is Lisa saying, "Don't worry, Skinner gave us the day off so that they could have asbestos installed." Which I find quite funny.
Yeah, so this next, so right here for wolves, we will be collecting the pills from this black sedan. And this mission is kind of infamous because you have a chance of getting 2 cycled along near the end of this sedan's path. sometimes it might go past its drop, so it goes through the rest of its path, then goes all the way back to the start of the path, and then does the path all over again. And that loses about a minute and a half.
It's so long, and
yeah.
a Mango seems to have it happen all the time.
Every time I do this mission in runs, I'm always worried because first run of ASM I ever did, I got 2 cycles. And that really sucked.
I've actually never been 2-cycled, and I've run this game on and off for over 2 years. It may just be a PC thing, but that's probably not the case.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure most of us haven't really heard about 2 cycles in consoles yet, but once it happens, then it's probably just big issue for anything.
Unfortunately, Spam didn't get the donut strat, so he's going to have to go and do this the quote-unquote casual or intended way.
Yeah, somebody in chat mentioned that apparently 2 cycles are more common on console. I'm not entirely sure about that. So here for World Stole My Pills, we finish up the mission with this glorious cutscene, the crap circles cutscene.
What? For the last freaking time, tell me about the crap circles.
There I was surrounded by Tojo and his Nazi henchmen, when one of them, a raccoon as I recall, hits me with a banjo. Now, I never reasoned with a raccoon, let alone a Nazi one, so
Grandpa, what does this have to do with the crap circle?
Not a thing! Where was I? Right, now, the first time I rode in a water car... Okay. It was so long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing. Shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with an antenna? That sounds awfully familiar. I think it was at the Quickie Mart. That's it. It was on a bottle of pop. Maybe that will jog.
Who knew? It was on a bottle of pop.
It made me feel alive again.
How about that?
Mango is opting to do a main menu warp for Cold Wars.
Having 3 kids really slows you. But do you?
So here we will be buying the second costume for this level, which is the police outfit, specifically for Cold Wars. And this mission is just really straightforward. We collect all the cola scattered around, while also collecting lots of coins from wasps and boxes. Mango getting the quad there.
Any more step aerobics classes? Just let me catch my breath. I need a Long Island iced tea. Slow and steady wins the race. Yippee! Having 3 kids really slows you down. Oh, boy. I swear I used to be a better runner. Any more step aerobics classes? I hope I can do something neat with this. Woo! Wait! Just let me catch my breath. I need a Long Island.
There's not really much to say about this mission. It's fairly standard. You just run around, jump a bit, kick a couple of wasps, and pick up some cola cans. This mission's the really interesting one.
A poop.
Yeah, this is the third notable destruction mission where we destroy 3 coal trucks. And some of the strats are kind of hard, especially the first one. And it looks like Mango won't get the early one, but it seems like he will restart the mission. He tries to get it on one of the signs, the gas station sign. He still manages not to get it.
Okay, Marge, stick to the plan. Well, now who put that there? Oh, doodlebugs.
And Mango's struggling a little bit to get the backup here.
It's a really bad day. I am so embarrassed. I need some road rage. No time for caution. I'll get you, you evil cola bottlers and distributors. You're looking at some serious road rage. Sorry about that.
So Mango's gonna try and get this box on this roof here. Let's see. Oh, he misses it because Canyon Arrow's physics are bad.
What are you thinking? My bad. That's not very nice.
Mango manages to get the first strap for the second truck.
I'll clean that up later.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Keep Canyon narrow. Please don't sue us again.
That was good.
I don't have any pockets.
Mango is going to try and get this strap for the third one. If he misses this one, it's kind of hard to get any backups. It looks like I spoke too soon.
Yeah, you either need to destroy it there or destroy it
Sensible shoe to
at the barn, because now it's an open road, there's not much to crash it into, and it's going to be quite difficult. All he has is the couple of trees he's bashing the truck into.
Nice girls finish fast.
And all in all, for not getting the strat, he did that quite well.
I am so sick of this.
Whoops. I hope this isn't stealing. I'm not very good at this.
So we're coming up to the end of this mission from outer space. Here we try to escape Wiggum here. However, we are able to enter into the Simpsons house and finish the mission. Reason is because the distance from where you're at in the Simpsons house is far off in the map, out of bounds. So you are able to get like an easy escape from Wiggum because you're so far away.
Get out of the way!
I just noticed that Spam has taken the route of doing Malibu Stacy as well.
Oh, never have I seen such a four-wheel disgrace.
Watch out!
So here for on Mango, he is going towards the objective to start this first mission, incriminating caffeine. As of right now, he's gonna try and buy the American outfit, which he'll need for the 4th mission of this level. Luckily, he does not miss input and buy army. That would have been really bad.
Good karma. I feel like a Brahmin. I must admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
Spam having another little
Hey, move it, Whitey.
glitch there. I think he's still struggling with his tech issues, which is a real shame.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see another crash of some sort from him. That would be really unfortunate. So here on Mango's side, he's doing Incriminating Caffeine, collecting all these cola boxes from this cola truck and following its path. And I mentioned that you could get 2-cycled on Wolves on My Pills in the last level, and it turns out you can actually also get 2-cycled in this mission. It's a lot harder to get that.
It's a lot less likely. It's also a lot more annoying.
Yeah. There's also the chance at the beginning of the mission that the cola truck could also take the long way around the highway instead of taking the shortcut jump, which loses about like 20 seconds.
Businessman Social Club. Looks like Abuna Asafima Petalon is taking on the mob. Hello, Steady. Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today. This is not good for my insurance.
This next mission Mango's doing, and maybe an escape, you drive to the hospital while also avoiding 2 limos. They're really easy to escape, especially the second one. This first one we just go through normally, use the shortcut there. The second one, he will trigger the point where the limo will follow you, but then he backs up and goes the other way, since the limo struggles to go that way.
I am the greatest driver in all the land. I'm afraid.
And here we will have our second purchase of this level, where we buy the car built for Homer for this next mission.
And it has the best horn in the game, and that is just not up for debate.
Yeah, I mean, who could dislike the sounds of La Cucaracha? Who would not like that?
I am a lean, mean Vindaloo machine. Clean up in aisle 1.
So this mission that Mango's doing is too much. We hit a baby van and get some diapers from it. For some reason, the game designers a bit of an issue, had a bit of a thing with this vehicle, where normally an AI value can go from 1 to 10, but for some reason the baby van's AI value goes from -1 to -10. So lots of times you'll see it drive really poorly, which makes this mission kind of inconsistent in lots of cases.
The fresh air is quickly. I have brought glory to the name of Naasa Pima Petalon. Hello, Fim. Here we are at the destination. Hopefully my store will
So here Mango going on to this little piggy, which is the mission the American outfit is needed for. We will follow a trail of donuts to find Wiggum and follow him.
Hurry up or my arranged bride will catch me.
There's also a potential crash if you get hit and run right before going onto the freeway area. Because a cop car can potentially spawn out of bounds and the game doesn't know what to do, so it just crashes.
Who put this here? It makes no sense. Jiminy crickets.
So yeah, that police station freebie is one that many people try to get, and sometimes you can't get it with the car hitbox, so you have to get out of the car. Sometimes they're unable to hit it fast enough, so they lose Wiggum and fail the mission.
Get out of my way, silly pedestrian.
As we can see, Mako really loves the horn.
Thank you all for coming. I'll see you in interview. Oh, I had better hurry. Last time I left this store, hoodlums put pornography in the bridal magazines.
This next mission Mango's doing is Never Trust a Snake.
Move it, Cracker.
This is considered one of the hardest missions by like the new and casual players in this game.
Oh, Shiva smiles on
Here we follow a garbage truck and collect its garbage, and afterwards we collect a bunch of other garbage around the area you stop at, while also having one singular timer.
Oh, I smashed my skull.
The other side of things looks like Spam is finishing up the second cold truck there.
Yeah, it's having a few issues. He didn't get the good strat. He only just missed it, and then didn't get the big hit.
Fathering 8 children.
You got the Austin Powers strap there for the cold truck.
Let's see if he gets this one. Oh, pretty much.
Just give me a minute
Good enough.
to catch my breath.
And Spam
That was a really good third track there by Spam.
This is not good for my insurance. Ha! Clean up in aisle 1. Come to Papa, random object. What in the hell were you thinking, sir? I'm flying! My cardio is shot. What are you trying to prove with this crazy driving? Hope I have room in my pants for this. What in the hell were you thinking? Hurry up or my arranged bride will chastise me.
Air Mango finishing up. He has a lot of time extra, it turns out that you have there's not that much space between from where you end the mission that collect everything and never cross a snake to your location that you have to go to afterwards. So even if you have like something like 40 seconds, 45 seconds, you can still make it in time.
My friend. Empty. I am the victim of chicanery most of the... Sir, this full... Must admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine. Oh, like no!
It looks like Spam using the monster truck to get over to Homer to get the car built for Homer there. Very interesting strat.
He's also not restarting this mission. Oh, he's doing it in the car built for Homer. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen this before.
This next mission is Quick Cash. This next strat we have here is the armored truck, and it's really difficult to get him stuck.
Yeah, this sucks.
And he will
This strat's not good. Mango went too early there.
Yeah. So he's gonna get really out. Yep.
Put this here. It makes no sense. Hasta la vista, suckers.
This mission is pretty hard to complete casually, and when you're trying to get the backups here after missing that strat, you lose a lot of time.
What? No! Like no! What? No! Yeah, mindless destruction.
And technically the backup here for armored truck is just to slam them against the wall here.
What in the hell were you thinking? What possible service could this be to the community? Shut up and take us back to the hideout. I mean,
Mango gets a pretty decent backup there for the armored truck.
Oh, and Spam actually restarts the mission there because the E. Cola truck went the weird and really long way.
Yeah, and I just mentioned that a while ago too.
Yeah, very rarely the cola truck just doesn't take the shortcut it's supposed to. It's never happened to me, but I've only just seen it happen a couple of times in this tournament.
This town is going to pay for this. Come to Papa, random object.
Here, we go through that car wash to easily escape Wickham. Earlier we did the first Wickham escape there. We went into the highway shortcut, but then we backed out, and Wickham kept driving in that shortcut, so we easily escaped him there. This next mission Mango's doing is Curator. This is also we'll be seeing the second cutscene skip coming up. Afterwards, before that, we have to destroy the Curator. I'm trying to get him stuck.
Oh, this is too cool for school. No biggie. Eat my dust, dust eaters.
Traffic is kind of being mean to Mango right now.
Oh, this isn't a good mission for Mango so far.
Yeah, if the Curator gets past the tunnel section, then that's really hard to get the Curator then, because he goes so fast, and it's hard to catch up to him, smack him against the walls.
She drives super fast.
Whoa, wicked. Take this.
One notable thing about this cut and skip up coming up is that compared to the other two, you cannot pause buffer unless you alt tab out of the game and alt tab back in. So let's see if Mango will get it this time. And he manages to get it.
Yep. With that one, you just have to spam the pause button
Fine by me.
and sort of hope for the best.
So this next mission that Mango's doing is going to the loo. You pick up kids while going across the studios. And this mission is one of the few that you can easily get hit and run in this level. The other being set to kill. And in case you don't know, getting busted will lose you 50 coins, which can become really crucial, especially in this level.
Sweet. Off for Bart.
Bort!
Now, his run's now valid.
So getting busted in this mission would be really detrimental to Mango because he only just has enough to afford the car we're going to be buying in a minute.
Bingo.
Yeah, the Goldbuck Super Room car that he buys is 600 points. So, yeah, he just gets over now. Really close to getting busted, but now that he's past the border walk, he can easily not hit many things.
Hey, Kearney. Barney. No problemo.
Yeah, Spam having his baby van almost go full lap around his path. Here, Mango will be going into this studio to grab a couple coins here. Mostly that box. He has enough time since that's just a fall section for the beginning of the mission.
Rims cost $900. Oh, that was so cool.
Mango barely makes it and doesn't finish the mission. Doesn't fail the mission.
Now I'm losing.
And now here we get to race a limo to Squidport.
Hey, you were supposed to eat my dust. You cheated, cheater! Mine, all mine! Whoa, wicked! Woo, nice one! Alright, that was so cool! Krusty, listen. You got it! Eat asphalt, asphalt eaters!
So the next mission Mango's doing is Lab Coat Caper. It's, well, in my opinion, one of the worst missions because it's like you just follow Frank around and he goes in loops in lots of places. It's really boring.
Eat asphalt, asphalt eaters! Time to lay some rubber down. Lisa did it! Jump to light speed! Ow, my skull! My beautiful skull! Ow, my coccyx!
So despite the fact that Mango has
I remember
just purchased something for 600 coins, there is still something, like one final thing he has to purchase in the final level. So we have to be collecting coins for a little bit, for just a few more missions. And Mango's not... Mango didn't kick the squeaky voice teen, but did run him over, so we're all fine. We're good on that front.
Eat my dust, dust eaters. It's time for some road rage, Bart Simpson style. I am the king. Professor Frank. Bart Simpson. Fine by me. Oh, this is too cool for school.
Yeah, this next mission that Mango's doing is Duff for Me, Duff for You, where we go to the Duff Brewery and get a Duff truck stuck and collect its boxes, laser guns, and then finish the mission. The strat's kind of difficult to get. So we'll see if Mingo can get the strat, or at least the backup. He misses the main strat here. Let's see if he can get the backup.
Oops. Eat my dust, dust eaters. My butt hurts.
And looks like he does get the backup.
Alright! Careful, I bruise easily. It's time for some road rage, Bart Simpson style. If I show this laser gun to Krusty, he'll have to believe me. Principal Skip.
So, this next mission that Mango's doing, we'll be getting Skinner stuck inside the Krusty Studios area. This one's kind of difficult to get, as well as like the Duff truck, the last mission. Barely gets it.
No, Skinner's gonna escape. He is a slippery little customer in this mission. It's so weird.
I'll educate you a new one.
Oops.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, honestly, this is probably like one of the hardest strats to get very consistently. Mostly because of how mostly because of the timing and sometimes traffic.
I just know I'm gonna be blamed for this. That's now show the proof to Krusty. And if he doesn't believe me now... Krusty! You got it!
So this mission is set to kill, probably considered the hardest mission for the non-speed runners. But here we destroy lots of laser stands, and we also buy...
Spam's just failed. Never trust his name.
I just looked over there.
That's a time loss of, what, at least 2.5 minutes? Actually, it's probably quite a bit more than that. With all the time involved, that time is for the entire thing, so it's just lost like 4 minutes.
Oh, this is too cool for school.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate for Spam. So on Mango's side, for set the kill, as you saw there, he passed the laser stands. That's because we picked that up last.
Totally awesome.
And so the timer, once you collect all the laser stands, it always starts at 50 seconds. So by collecting this one last, you're able to get like faster, like a faster way to get to
the 50 seconds lasts a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
And Mango not getting that first box there. Guessing he believes he already has enough coins without it. With what he has left he can pick up.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
He gets hit right at the very end of the mission.
It's all good. You mean there's more? It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson.
Might be a chance he's gonna get busted here. And whoop.
Oh yeah, I totally rule.
Escapes.
Surprisingly, does not get busted there.
And now he's in this room that we were in earlier on. He needs 500 coins total. He'll pick these up. He'll get his. I don't know if he'll get the vending machine at in this level. Oh, he already picked it up. There we go. That answers my question.
Dad.
He'll then get some coins at the start of level 7 as well, because he needs to buy another car.
At your service.
Here, Kengo starts back. There's a strat where you can go backwards.
Both ways work. This one's supposed to be technically like a couple of seconds faster in an ideal world, but the other way is a ton safer.
Oh, this is too
Yeah, considering going backwards, you definitely have a chance of failing the race midway through going backwards. So it's very risky.
This way is the less safe way, because it has more blind at 90 degree and hairpin turns and things.
Wait a minute. That was an insult.
So here, normally you'd reset the car to go ahead there, but because there's a checkpoint where you reset the car there, he'd have to back up, and that would be really risky. And let's see if he can get it, and he does get the cutscene skip.
He does get the cutscene skip, so he is 3 for 3.
Sweet. Ladder, let's see. I need something to board up the window. I know. Board.
Here, this is rigor mortar to collect supplies to protect your house from the zombie invasion. Since we never really explained the story, it's kind of confusing, but anyways, we just...
Kang and Kodos have infected the water of Springfield with the buzz cola that you saw in the opening cutscene. It's turned everyone into zombies because they want to increase their ratings for their television show. Yes, that is actually the plot. So we are currently getting supplies, as Guff said, against the zombies, and Homer needed something to board up the windows. His grand plan: boards. But now we are. Mango is just driving back to the house, finishing this mission, and he shall now go talk to a zombie and buy a zombie car, which will be this game's and this run's final purchase.
Yeah, we purchase it for the next mission, Long Black Ropes, where we follow an alien car towards the power plant.
Hey, you! Let's do this thing!
Sam was struggling a little bit there to escape Wiggum with that strat. It looks like Mango is holding down the handbrake during this mission.
And it looks like Spam has got armored truck. That's really good. That's not an easy strat by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I've only gotten armor truck strat like once, and that was only in practice. It's really hard to get consistently.
Power plant, and I'm bored of this level.
I'm glad.
Piece of cake. Cake.
So we are starting, Mango's starting Pocket Protector, where we drive with Frank towards to the school playground and take it into the alien UFO
You do better.
to try and blow up the UFO. But for some reason, I guess the game was being rushed a bit. So after this mission, we get to do this type of mission 3 more times, and it gets really repetitive.
Where am I gonna put all these?
Also, as we saw earlier, that Mango surprisingly did not lose his waist there against one of the walls.
Help! It's not good.
Because unlike most other things you pick up in this game, the waste is actually treated by the game as a physical object, such that upon getting to the waste in the later missions, you get hit and run for picking it up.
Nice alien craft.
And I think that's then because they had to do it that way, because you can drop the waste if you crash into if you have a hard enough collision. So that is something we may end up seeing later on, hopefully not, but you can drop the waste and it's never fun.
Sweet.
But here's this mission with what is one of my favorite songs in this game.
Yeah, and in this mission, we just drive over to the power plant, and then right here we'll just escape a alien car. And after that, we once we get to the power plant, we climb up the power plant and go to Mr. Burns in order to find all this waste scattered around Springfield.
We're going to do some platforming, which is only just not as bad as Kingdom Hearts 1 platforming.
Yeah, sometimes the platforming can be a bit of an issue in this game, even though, like, in the run it's only for like 2 missions. It's this one and Never Trust a Snake that have platforming prominently in that mission. And if we fall down while climbing up the power plant, you lose up to maybe around 20 seconds-ish, depending on how far you are, how far you went up. It looks like Spam also got the Apu button skip, at least.
He did get busted, which is a shame.
Must never run again.
And Mango tabbing out and tabbing back in there.
Let's do this thing.
Yeah, one thing I never understood about this game is that Mr. Burns says the map for the waste is it's all the waste all over Springfield. Yet every time you grab the waste, it's always in the exact same spot as well. It's always in the power plant area. which is something I really never understood.
Just call me Air Homer. Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet. Yeah. Reckless
Yeah,
driving.
there's not that much to explain for this mission and the next two, since they're basically the exact same, just with different, just very minor challenges added in. But we also have the next two ones. You'll be driving in different vehicles as well, which all have different stats, especially the last one, which you drive in a World War II rocket car, which is somewhat hard to control sometimes.
So long, suckers! Oh man, my car is gone, and the ashtray was full of piece of cake. Hey.
But yeah, this Autopsy Part 2, we drive with Snake. His vehicle is just a little bit different compared to the car we were driving previously, which is a 70 sports car.
Park did it. Where's the drive, dumbass?
Mindless destruction. Take that, Springfield. Oh, like no.
In your face!
Hey, that's totally not supposed to happen.
Take that! That hurt.
He's in. Mango's actually. Okay, he's fine. For a second, it looked like he was going to be getting hit and run by picking up the waste.
I have road rage and I know how to use it.
Nice liftoff.
Vengeance will be mine.
For some reason, Spam waited for... Oh no, Spam waited for Frink with a damaged car that he failed the mission and this game's crashed.
Yeah, another crash. That's really unfortunate.
I think at this point we have to just accept that this is how it's going to end.
Just a few more. Okay, that's a lot. Where'd you get that? It's crashing time.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the game crash there, honestly.
Look at me, I'm free as a bird. I blame society. Oh, I'm going to a better place. Oh, did I do something wrong? Move it. What the great merciful McGillicuddy.
Yeah, first Spam's computer crashing, then the game crashing in the middle of level 6. That's really sad. The big feels bad man moment.
Looks like he's gonna continue though. He may continue, or he may just. Oh no, no. I think I'm safe to do this. Actually, no, I won't. Oh yeah, I suppose I will.
Please don't tell anybody I did this.
Sorry, Spam. There's not really much we could do. It's the option we have, really.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. He definitely still has his chance. Even though he forfeits, he can still win it if he just manages to find some glitch to win with Red's warp. He's definitely not all the way behind. Also, Mango surprisingly not dropping the waste there. You can potentially drop waste on all the traffic cars, particularly the hearse and the skeleton car. Mostly if you're just going fast enough and hit hard enough. And Mango looks like he's on his final stretch in this race.
Would somebody tell me what just happened? Mayday! Mayday! We're going down! That was so painful.
And there we have it. The end of the race.
I think we're in a position where we could bring at least Mango in. I don't know if.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
The bot told me I was allowed in.
So how was that?
Bits of it were very good. And bits of it were less good. My mid game was pretty yuck. But there was some cool stuff in there. Where did Spam crash?
Following Frink.
Yeah, he failed a lap coat caper and restarted it, and that's when it just crashed.
It crashed on the
geez.
loading. It crashed on the mission loading screen.
I've not seen that one before.
Yeah, it's a shame because obviously he had his PC crash, and then it looked like the PC and the game still wasn't running at full strength.
Hello, guys.
It still wasn't. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Chat said something about green frames. Or you said something in chat about green frames. Was it that bad?
Well, I mean, I wasn't getting that, but I wasn't sure how OBS was going to do it because my graphics card crashed on SMRT. And yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure how OBS was exactly going to react to that, and it crashed again later on I can't remember where it was, sometime in March, but so yeah, and that I know certainly beforehand when it done that during a stream, OBS just sends through green frames instead of
nice,
instead of what's actually on the screen. But yeah, so that happened. So yeah, that wasn't exactly great. The second crash was kind of my fault because what happened there was, I'm not sure if this is with everyone, just my computer, but the game crashes if you change the where the playback sound device.
Oh yeah, no, that happens to me as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was trying to put my headphones on charge mid-run, and accidentally pulled the USB thing out because it's the slot that it's in is a bit battered. So I accidentally pulled it out, and that caused the game to crash.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a shame.
Yeah,
that
that
happens.
Rather
I think
fitting end
changing
to,
the sound thing is consistent because it happens to the nostalgia. Certainly believes it's consistent.
yeah, rather fitting end to rather problematic run, but hey.
Yeah, it's like it's unfortunate to like have a computer crash and your game crash like all in one stream race.
Yeah, but the thing is that this was a winners bracket tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least you still have another race, and I shall now find out if your next race has already been decided.
I don't think so, because there's an extra round between the.
Oh right, yeah. There's still the
losers
losers
go.
round 3.
But on look.
Oh, losers
looking at
round
my
2 and round 3 before you race again.
Yeah. I mean, looking at my potential opponents here, I've got, sadly, Lapin, Slenbed, and Alexis. So
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
tough
one of
bracket
those-
to fall into.
yeah,
It's one of those 4. Yeah.
And if Slenbed somehow manages to get to that, I might stand a chance against him. But the other 3, I think, should be quite convincing.
Yeah. So I had my first round match. Like my first actual match was one I could and probably should have won, but didn't. And now I'm racing someone whose PB is faster than the console world record, and because I run on console, I am therefore basically I have below 0 chance.
Nice. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Is
believe
that-
my
that's
race
tomorrow.
is
I'm commentating.
yeah, it's tomorrow night. So pray for me.
Yeah, I'll make it sound like you're winning at all times.
At least just do what I think it was during my first race that one of the commentators said, he's not, if I was running on PC, I'd actually have a half decent time, and that made me feel a lot better. So this was, if I was running on PC, my time might be like a low 140, and at least then I stand half a chance against some of these other people.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to club together to buy you a gaming PC and hit and run.
I have the PC version, I just don't have anything decent to run it on.
Doesn't stop me.
It didn't stop nostalgia for like 4 years either. Well, I do apologize again for your tech issues. Everyone has them, and no one likes them.
Yeah, it happens.
What's the next? Is the next race?
Next race, I think, is you.
Mine?
I'm just trying to find the schedule.
It is me. And you're commentating.
I am. And then at the same time, Capes versus Pop Tart.
Yeah.
Graphic card again.
Overlapping.
And the one I'm interested in is Scyther Netheris. Because that's who I have to go against.
And, well... who's Purple running up against next? Because he's not losing to me.
Where is that? Oh, either Frazzle or Gibstack.
Here's Gift Stack. That should actually be a good race. But yeah, that is it for this. I suppose we should cut it off.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you for another race on whichever Speed Gaming channel it ends up on. Bye everyone.